Press up key to enter setup. Blah, 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 blah. Log in. Click. A. A. Hey. What's up, y'all? Hey. Hey. Oh, this is where we left off, by the way. Firstly, I want to thank all of you guys for blowing up that short. I had no idea it would get that popular in just so much hours. Guys, like, guys, could we please like try to be like that on all the videos, guys? I love y'all seriously, like so much, bro. I seriously love y'all for doing that though. Like blowing that short up. That was I did that while I was on the bus. I didn't really think it'd get that big, but I noted. It, the vid just started literally. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. CC, that boy. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Where is the background music? Where is the background music? It must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days it's important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Damn, I need to breathe. Hold on. Did an F and F marathon. Big coming out later. Not marathon, but Halloween compilation. You know what I'm saying? Spooky. I don't said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, CC boy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Okay, that was scary. And Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem was neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? Dot 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 question mark. I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What is this? What's that awkward percentage doing on the top? What is this? Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Damn. Damn, she definitely wants someone out of her head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah, what is this? I get a poem. I get a pinch in my stomach. CC that boy. What's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori. So, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. Why am I so out of breath? God damn. I keep my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Walking her up in her own house, waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her. I don't know if it's just me or I'm out of breath, but goddamn. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori. What the fuck? Whoa! What's that? Exception have occurred. Game file script 5 307. See trace by text for details. Whoa! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sarah wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sarah I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sarah needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I mean, I kind of saved it. I kind of could, but I want to let this play out. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I carry this guilt with me until I die. I think my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. For some reason, I don't believe that end. Hey, hey, hey. I guess we're back at the backyard. Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold up. Wait, why is there two? Why is there two? What? I'm really baffled. This game got me baffled. This game got me really good. Oh. Y'all see this too, right? And my stuff was saved. God damn. What a new game. First is autosave. Save that. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw herself to. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but she started high school and she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the classroom and let catch up to me. Hey, party, It's an ordinary. Wait, what just happened? This is not the dialogue. Wait, what? Oh. It's an ordinary day, school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, at this point, we can join the anime club. Hey, there's always the anime club. But it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Bruh, who cares? Just join the club. It's fire. Go watch Chainsaw Man all day. School day is as ordinary as ever. And it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. See that boy? What just happened? This game really got me bewildered. I'm really baffled right now. Hey, this game is amazing. Ron, this game, W indie game. Monica? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuine feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Ahaha. About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. A literature club. Y'all saw that glitch too, right? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Wait, what? So, you just telling me you completely just wiped Sayori off the map? I don't know what you did, but you better not do it to me, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature could be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even kept her manga collection in the club room. I'm assuming Natsuki. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insisted that manga is literature too. Monica, I want to keep you in my bedroom. Why aren't you winking back? I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? You know, Monica, say she. Hey, CCI that boy. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? yeah, girl. Totally not looking for you to invite me or anything. Invite me? What? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I'm listening. I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Of course, please. Of course, girl. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Oh. Oh, I'm an entertainer. Sure, I guess I could. Awesome. You're really sweet, CCI, that boy. You know that? Aura points going up. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. That's not what I said before. I said I sold my soul and followed Sayori or something, or enjoyed this club. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the door. I thought it was Sayori who does that. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Why does it say girl one? Yuri, that's you. A guess? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, CC, that boy. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? I could be. No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. And you're gonna impeach Sayori? So you removed and impeached her for Yuri. God damn, bro. This is tragic. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran to see that boy in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I said at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, CC, that boy? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. I love diversity. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. So, when I first came here, it was cupcakes, now we got Yuri making tea. It better be lemonade iced tea. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, CC boy, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how much I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. I'm much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the book her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately, and I read a horror book once. No. I played a horror game once. It's shut down, unfortunately. It was my childhood horror game. But I still got a DVD now, so that's fun. It wasn't as fun as that game, but it was cool. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. Hint, hint, it's my first video ever. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. I remember that line. Hahaha, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is very often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left the piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Uh-oh. It looked like you worked on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Hey, give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Yuri Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Silence. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? ... Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share some with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Yeah, after you impede Sayori, Monica. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, CC boy? Yeah. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry. I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I needed to tell you the truth, Seattle boy. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to start to form an official club. We need 4. Well, you had 4 until you freaking glitched throughout the system. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. Like I said, until you glitch someone out of the system. And if we don't find one more member for the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'll feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Sisiata boy? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just laughed after all this, I would be super pissed. Sisiata boy, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. I mean, you guys were an official club until you kicked Sayori out. Freaking glitched her out of the system, like I said. You better freaking Fortnite reboot her back in. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. See that boy? I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I really impressed the class clown Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I suppose I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole day, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a good poem tonight. Ooh, would I like to read it? Well, heck yeah. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how, I don't know. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll do it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left the memento of the occasion below. Uh-huh. Ah. Ah. Natsuki, you love sadness now? Kitty. What if I say something Sayori would like? That was the thing Sayori liked. That's why I clicked ARG. Really kicked her out the system. Damn. Hi again, CCA, that boy. Glad to see you didn't run away run away on us. Ha ha ha. By the way, the only reason I didn't want to stop it there is because we're only like 27 minutes in. I could have ended it there, but I didn't. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Why is the theme song like that? I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promises, Yada boy. Did I see like her face glitch? I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I saw you just freaking spawn in, bro. No. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room. Monica? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Sukiata boy. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. No, thank you. I like my PS5, and my PS5 loves me. Well, I can't really say no either way. Yes, we can. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it feels only right for me. Oh my, I just said that wrong. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick out a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I'll feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. Oh, if I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something faintly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines and that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit of spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, CC boy? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. I just got so much Friday the 13th flashbacks, it's not even funny. She's so silent. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things might happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Why is it black? Not trying to be racist, but why is it suddenly black? Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... What did it say? Oh, I thought it said my body gets incredibly, you know what, of me. Anyways, I kind of forgot to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, you might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. Okay, I saw that glitch. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the same seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I bent over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was beginning the feeling of your. Did it say body? It said I was bathing in the feeling of your body or something. Someone tell me what all these black things mean, bro. Please. Yuri, you really apologizing. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, Here, this will work, right? I sat my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold both my books, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Ooh, another CG photo. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Because I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition, whatever it's called. I continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really. I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been acting a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Mary stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? CCI that boy. Did something happen just now? I have no idea. He was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. What's that mean? I think you did something to her. No, nothing. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? And? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. We make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Then slip it back into my bag. Natsuki or Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. ... question mark. Oh! Y'all saw that too, right? Why? Well, that's a sign. Natsuki, you need to run. Natsuki, she's gonna get you, Natsuki. Run out the door. Natsuki, run out the door. What are you? There's Natsuki. Monika's gonna get you, Natsuki. You need to run. Look, don't. I don't care about the book, all right? The poem, that's something. I'm worried about your safety, Natsuki. You need to get out of here. This is crazy, Natsuki. See that boy. If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? Did you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Did you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Painful to think about? Dot, dot, dot. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. It's the same thing. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps out bring the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, I won't take that away from her. And lastly, Monika. I see that boy. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring that up, okay? Things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, that boy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Monika, my poem. Great job, that boy. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why. Oh, that wasn't her. That was me talking. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that's probably a much more interesting place for her. My head's more interesting for me than in the real world, I'm not gonna lie. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. Exactly, bro. Just love each other. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, there's like I said last week, there's a lot of good people in this world that they'll really treat you with respect and kindness, and not just use you. There's people out there that have a good mindset, and that they'll care about you. They'll check in on you. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for a alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monika. I suppose I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident yourself who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. It's the same poem. This is the same poem from like the first episode, like the first part. This is like part 4 now. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany reading recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about do stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point, and if you try to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Shush my poem. Okay, Yuri. You know what? I have no issue. As Yuri reads my poem, I notice her eyes lighting. Exceptional. What was that? Question mark. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've been writing a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri shows off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I realized from new writers is that they try to make their studying very deliberate. In other words, they try to tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Ray finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into it. Writing even a simple poem, not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example. And try new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. That so you can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Yuri. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yes, I'd have Ghost, I don't know what changes in my head. Okay. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? Guys, I'm not gonna read the poems because I'm pretty sure this is like their first poems. I'm pretty sure I've already read these. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't find script very often. Don't read script very often. So do I. That's why I'm kind of stuttering a lot. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, since that boy. Really? You must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poems only being symbolically compared to a ghost being lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive, eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, CC, that boy. Me too. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. Y'all see that picture in the back? Y'all see that picture in the back? Do y'all see that? It's the Sayori. Sayori! Oh, she's taunting us, guys. Guys, she's taunting us. Oh. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As if in tandem, I watch their expression change. As you never find an expression, what's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem with the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, then I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. You see how that boiler did too. Okay, I already said what I thought. I didn't really like it. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I came across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. You see that boy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize he was so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that CC that boy appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out my way to make sure everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as that boy started showing up. Oh, damn. Exposed. Natsuki, that's a little... Oh, this does not involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Who's talking? You want to be edgy? Oh my god. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school. You know, if you want to prove everything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your topic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only thing about you is how you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Oh my god. Yeah, go on. Let's see head over everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri says me. See that boy? She just tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. ... How did I get her? Oh my god. Natsuki. Yuri! Yuri! Natsuki! Yuri! Natsuki! Yuri! Natsuki! Um, uh, hi, how you doing? Um, da, 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 da. Um, hey, CC, that boy. Why don't we step aside for a little bit? Okay. What did I witness? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll probably go back inside once they're done yelling. Ah ha ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. Like Sayori, until you kicked her out. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, damn. She quickly runs away. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is walking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Sissy had that boy. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Dot dot dot. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Dot dot dot. Yuri looks back at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with CK that boy. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate. What the? Oh. Wait, what happens after this? Wait. Does it? Oh. Uh. Okay, so apparently we about to get a whole nother arc. We about to get a whole nother arc, bro. Let's just save that. Let's just slow it out of here. Crazy stuff's happening. Crazy stuff's happening, y'all. Yeah, we kind of lost Sayori, so there's that. Monica is behind all of this, bro. Monica has to be behind all of this. There's no way. Like, she has to know something. Wait. Can I check? Hold on. She deleted her file. Oh, damn. Can you hear me? What? Y'all. Huh? I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how much I guys are the same, I really hate. I would be really easy to kill myself right now, but I mean, I would have got you. I would really hate my eyes so hard. Crazy stuff, man. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for today. I love y'all. Seriously, we gonna get to the bottom of it. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. But hope y'all like, subscribe, with post notifications on, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.